Okie dokie. Like attempt number 3 of my trade recap. But let's get into it. So basically today is February 17th, 2026. It is Tuesday. We're going to go over today's price action. So in higher time frames, come on. In the 4-hour, overall, I'm bearish. We've been trading inside of this 400 point range for about 2 days now. So I wanted to either see us take out this external buy side level, or I wanted to see us have internal price action indicating that we're going to move lower. So as you can see, I was bearish on the day, and then we had these resting Asia. So we had Asia lows right here from like the previous couple weeks. And then we also had London lows, and this was the closer draw liquidity. So let's go into the day. So overall, because this 4-hour internal high right up here, this 4-hour internal high was about 400 points away from open. You don't really want to see a 400 point move and then a rotation lower in the same day. That's not really going to happen. So I wanted to see the internal price action indicate we're moving lower. Obviously, we're making lower highs and lower lows, which is huge. So again, bearish on the day. Market opens, I'm looking for some confirmation. So the minute we take out London highs, already I'm looking for shorts. I'm ready for shorts. I'm looking for something that indicates, okay, we're going to rotate lower. At this point, though, I see us moving higher. I'm going to wait for Asia session to get, we have equal highs resting above. So here we are, waiting. We actually end up getting about a tick away, and we reject off of the Asia highs. We don't actually take them out. So that was quite odd, but that's okay. So the first setup that we were looking to get was around a 1-to-1-ish on this 5-minute. Now, because of the close, we had this really weird candle closure you'll see in about 1 second here. So we end up closing not below the gap, and that's a big deal because you can't really see it. This little gap right here, if it doesn't fully close, then for me, it could still be valid and it could rotate higher. That's happened before where we've taken out another manipulation and then we take an unnecessary loss. So unfortunately, this does end up ripping lower, and you know, that's just how it goes sometimes, like, is what it is, right? So at this point, my bias is confirmed. We've taken out these draws. If you've shown confirmation, we have 5-minute CISD right here. Now I'm just looking for continuation down these Asia lows. Here we are. So now we have a 5-minute gap open up. On the 15-minute, we're about to close this candle. Oh, we already closed the candle. You know, 15-minute CISD right here. Because this candle's so fresh, I don't feel like I have to wait for a 15-minute gap. So we end up tapping into the 5-minute. As you can see, no SMTs, by the way. So that doesn't, you know, it's not mandatory for SMTs, but SMTs definitely can, you know, the divergence can help with indicating that we're rotating lower. So we do have a nice swing high. We have decent market structure. We take out this high. Shoot. Now I'm looking for an inversion to the downside, which we do get right here, I think. Yep. So this was my first entry, actually my only entry of the day. I got the stop right above the swing high, and then I was looking for around a 2R move lower. Now, because of the rejection wick you saw in the 15-minute, and because of the confirmation I've gotten, I wanted to see us at least take these Asia lows. So we've inverted this gap, given our closure. Now I'm in the position. A lot of people do go break even once we take this low right here. Nope, come on. Once we take this low, you see a lot of people went break even on this. I decided not to. My break even was at the swing low. And my reasoning for that was a lot of times with these 30-second plays, you can see price kind of like it's almost slightly choppy. We're kind of building market structure lower, and it's pretty high probability it'll be a break even. And so because of that, I didn't want to go break even here. I want to go break even at the swing low. That did end up biting me in the butt right here, and I will get stopped out in 1 second. There we go. Come on. So here I got stopped out. That was a bummer. It was a great setup too. It was just a good setup overall, and I'm okay with the loss. So then we end up putting in a 15-minute gap, and we have another giant wick. Now my accounts were blown at this point because they're evals, and I'm just kind of like, you just kind of send it on evals. So here I wait for the 3 minute, which was a great setup, and a lot of people took this as well. And some people decided to take profit at this swing low with a tighter stop, which you could have done and it would have played out nicely. Some people also went break even though at the low and then wanted to hold for this draw on wanted to hold for this draw on liquidity, which I would have done. So this would have been a break even trade for me anyways, even if I took it. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with how I played today. I think the price action, looking back on it, if I get out of replay mode, we aren't ready to distribute yet. If I remove all the drawings, we are still technically, we're still consolidating on a higher time frame. So this little 4 hour range that we have, we probably need a manipulation leg to move lower. So I probably, going into the rest of the week, I'm going to keep an eye out on this. I want to see us pretty much take out this high and then rotate lower, because we've proven that we don't want to take out these draws in liquidity quite yet. So yeah, that's basically my trade recap of the day. That's what I think about the market. I've been using a checklist lately. That's been absolutely huge for my trading overall, because I knew what to do, but I wasn't waiting for clean setups. I didn't have the patience. I was getting too zoomed into the market. So the checklist is really keeping me it's just keeping me out of bad setups. So yeah, I think I'm going to get some new accounts today, and I think this next week should have a good week. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed.